Hey y'all, and welcome back to a new video. If you have been around for a while, then you know that I rescued my cat Milo last year. I've been planning for a while to do an intro video for him so you guys can officially meet him, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it until today. Here's his story. Now here's some background. My family home is in the middle of absolutely nowhere, where the majority of people have some sort of barn or field. Because of this, it is super common for people to have barn cats. The unfortunate thing is that most people in my area with barn cats don't believe that they need to be fed or that they need to be taken to the vet just because they are barn cats. Sometimes our neighbors' cats will wander onto our property to hunt or to lounge. Now, we love cats, so we don't mind at all. It also helps keep the field mice population down. My mom even keeps cat food in the house just in case one of these cats are having a bad hunting day or something and needs food. Now, we can't feed them all every single day because they're not ours, but we do try to help them when they need it while they are on their cat journey. So in February of 2020, a new cat wandered into our yard. It's not uncommon for a new cat to randomly show up, so we treated him at first like all the rest. He was extremely skittish, but he enjoyed hearing my mom talk to him and would just sit in the yard and listen. Over time, he started showing up more and getting closer to the house to the point where my mom could start to see just how skinny he was. Like, he was skin and bones skinny. So my mom started to leave out a bowl of food in the morning in our front yard where he could come and eat if he wanted to at a distance he was comfortable at. This continued for about 2 weeks until she walked out onto a porch one morning and there he was, begging for food. He started to stay in the yard at this point and even started showing up for a second meal in the evenings. In March of 2020, I came home for spring break and what turned into a 5-month stay because of the pandemic. The first night I was home, he came out for dinner and I was able to go outside and gain his trust at that moment. I remember I asked my mom if I could pick him up because he was rubbing against my legs as if he wanted to be picked up. As soon as I picked him up, he melted into my arms. I instantly knew that we had a connection. I started to hang out with him on the porch during the day and would help with his feedings. My parents agreed that if he didn't have a home, that I could keep him. So I started hunting to see if he had a home. Now, if I had been able to find his original home, I would have given him back to his owners because that would have been the right thing to do. The only thing is that no one came forward. We posted flyers, listings on multiple websites and the social media and all the stuff you're supposed to do, and nothing. So on June 11th, we officially took him to the vet. Now, we have always had a feeling that he was most likely dumped because people like to dump their unwanted pets in the middle of nowhere for them to die. So we figured because of his cloudy eye that we thought was cataracts and we thought he was an old man and all that, and that was the reason as to why he was dumped. At this vet visit though, the vet informed us that he was in fact not a senior and estimated him to be between the ages of 2 and 5 years. Also at this vet appointment, he unfortunately tested positive for FIV. Real quick summary on FIV. It's like HIV, but in cats. And these cats tend to have respiratory issues, but can live a very long and healthy life with it. FIV is not a death sentence. The vet asked us his story, which I told, to which he replied with, "He found himself a sucker." Me, I'm the sucker. We were then asked if we wanted to keep him, which I replied with a yes. He then got his first round of shots, and we got him scheduled for his second round of shots at the same time as his neutering. It was recommended to us that his eye got removed because it was starting to bother him. Apparently some sort of trauma happened to it, but there was no telling exactly what. We decided to have it removed at the same time he got neutered to prevent him from going under anesthesia too much. On July 2nd, 2020, Milo went back to the vet to get neutered, his eye removed, and more shots. And on July 3rd, he was officially back home, this time in the house. He ended up having a bad reaction to the pain meds, so he got off of those extremely quickly. took him until the end of August to fully be out of the cone of shame. During this time though is when he finally started to learn how to play with toys and where he gained so much confidence. Looking back now, it's absolutely insane at how much he has grown. He is so confident and sassy now. He loves playing with toys and absolutely loves cuddles and hugs. He's a huge hugger, like humongous. His biggest fear though has always been water, which he is still very scared of, but he has slowly improved. He went from bolting every time I turned on the faucet to kind of jumping, but staying where he's at. He also really likes playing in the bathtub, as long as there's no water. He's always been absolutely amazing in the car and doesn't fight with his carrier. He is literally such a great cat and is so chill. I get it if his old family started to face financial hardships from the pandemic or just couldn't afford medical treatment for him, but I just don't understand how someone could just dump such a wonderful little boy like him instead of taking him to the shelter or finding him a new home otherwise. He is my second dumped animal within the past 3 years my family has taken in, the first being my dog Emma. All this to say, if you find yourself at a point where you are unable to care for a pet, please, please, please reach out to your community, a shelter, or a rescue so that your pet is taken proper care of. Don't dump your animals. They have a good chance of dying that way. While I would love for Milo to come out and say hi to you guys, it rained for like 2 minutes right before I started filming this, so he's hiding under this big old chair and will probably be there for a while. When I say he's terrified of water, he's terrified. Biggest form being rain. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. It truly means a lot and will hopefully help Milo's vet bills in the future. See you all next time. Bye y'all.